What you're looking at is the new home of Dynamics 365. In fact, this is the front door, one common jumping off point for all of the applications we need to run our business. And as an employee, that means one place to start for any particular task or workflow I need to get done. But it's not just about starting points. It means that as I navigate these tasks across 3 or 4 or 5 different applications, I don't have to open 3 or 4 or 5 different browser tabs and learn that many different navigation styles and remember that many URLs and store data in that many systems that don't necessarily play nice with each other behind the scenes. And it certainly means that I don't have to try not to get distracted by Pokemon or the latest hashtag as I'm doing all of that context switching. With Dynamics 365, it's all right here. So let's see it in action. I'm going to dive into the sales app here because I just got off the phone with my contact at the Graphic Design Institute, and they are ready to move forward on the quote and the opportunity that we've been working on for a while now, which is great because you can see from this embedded Power BI chart that I've got some deals up in my pipeline here that I need to close and move forward. In fact, you'll find today that Power BI is embedded throughout the Dynamics 365 experience. More importantly, the intelligence and the data it's drawing on is coming not just from my sales data, but actually from my entire supply chain. Even down to how my field service team is doing. So I can get a snapshot of information in context that helps me make smart decisions. But also, like we've heard, what's great is that if you're a current user of Dynamics CRM Online, are there any of those in the house today? Yeah? OK, I thought so. You're already at home here. You know how to use this thing. Your leads and your opportunities and your accounts and your contacts are all still just a click away right where you expect them to be. So let's get these graphic designers a printer here. Let's dive into this opportunity. So we can, like we're used to, see a great opportunity. We can see the products that they're interested in. Turns out they're buying a top-of-the-line carbon fiber 3D printer and some accessories to go with it. And we can dive right into that quote that we've prepared that they've now approved and are ready to go with. So we can just get in here and create the order and move on. Now, those of you who are CRM experts in the crowd will say, hey, that's bread and butter CRM stuff, and you're right. But in a classic CRM world, that's also the end of the line. That's where the process has stopped. And we've gotten to the edge of one big canyon between the classic CRM system and are staring across at the edge of the operations system that needs to actually deliver that order and get it to a customer and manage all of the inventory and stocking around it as well. And with Dynamics 365, these apps are all integrated together. In fact, at the UI layer, I don't even have to go back to that home screen. Here from the task pane, I've got all of the applications available to me, available a click away anywhere I am within the system. In fact, I can even pin the ones I use most often to the top level so that they're extra close at hand when I need to switch. So I can pop over here into operations. And you'll notice, again, similar to before, if you're a user of Dynamics AX7 today, this is a familiar UI. You know where to go here. We can dive into a sales order workspace and just keep going. But what's really powerful is that it's not just the UI that's connected, it's the data as well. In fact, we can see that same sales order that we just created in the sales application is already here synced in operations. And in fact, it's been enhanced with the extra information that operations knows about it. And so we know exactly what to put in a box, exactly what to invoice, and exactly what to keep doing to move this business process forward. And that's pretty cool. But it also just doesn't stop at big screens in the web. In fact, it cascades for us all the way down to our mobile devices. So I can pop over here to the new Dynamics 365 for Operations mobile app on iOS and Android and get, again, all of that same information and just drill into it here, that same sales order, those same lines. So if I'm down in the warehouse and I need to pack this 3D printer up to get it shipped out the door, I can do that and I can report that I did it and feed that data right back into the system without even having to sit down at a terminal. And you'll see again how Dynamics 365 is inherently mobile throughout the stack today as we look at other demos. But this is a really powerful example of that, which, by the way, also fully supports offline mode so that even if I wander into that far corner of the warehouse where we have spotty reception, we're not going to lose a lick of data. So coming back to the home screen, what's extra powerful about this is we start to see these applications integrate across our business process from the moment we shake hands with a customer or come up with an idea for a product on a whiteboard all the way through delivering that and deepening that relationship, is that we can additionally bring more purpose-built applications to help us along that process as we go. And Microsoft App Source is embedded right inside of Dynamics 365, which means that this world is not just limited to those apps that come out of the box from Microsoft, but actually is open to the whole breadth and power of the global Microsoft partner community. Now, AppSource just launched in July, but already there are hundreds of applications here. And they span industries and verticals, and they're really rich and robust. You're not going to find Pokemon here either, unfortunately, but you are going to find find really robust apps from partners like TriBridge. This Health 360 app is awesome. We're bringing together partner analytics and patient data and making a meaningful impact in the outcomes and the lives of patients across North America. That's a big deal. Now, we can also search app source, right? We can look for other great vendors like Veripark. Totally different industry, using the power of Cortana intelligence to help financial services companies make better recommendations to their customers. And what's great about AppSource, in fact, what we're excited to announce brand new today, is that it's not just software products you'll find here, but it's also partners who can help you integrate and get the most out of those products as well. And like everything else in Dynamics 365, these are found in context and relevant to what you're doing at that time. In fact, we can see that here for Veripark, Cyber, and Wipro are partners that already have expertise with this particular app, and they can answer our questions, and they can help us get the most out of that experience if we want to move forward. Now, this is just launching today, but already there are more than 100 great partners, system integrator partners, listed in AppSource. You can find that today at appsource.com, and you'll be able to get it right in context in Dynamics 365 here as well. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit and see what it looks like as we acquire those apps, as we add those purpose-built components to our workflow, even as we build our own custom apps using Power Apps, which you'll see up here a little bit later today. All of those flow into this same place. They come into this shell of Dynamics 365, and they make it a richer place with apps that keep our people more productive, that keep data flowing and our systems more intelligent, and ultimately are easy to adapt as our business needs change. And that's pretty transformative.